Exactly who is doing the hacking and why?
Well, what the report does is it details a massive cyber espionage campaign. As you said, it takes place over about 6 years. And the actors are a group that we call Advanced Persistent Threat 1, or APT1. What's most significant, though, is we provided evidence that shows that APT1 is, in fact, a division of the Chinese People's Liberation Army, Unit 61398, based in the Pudong area of Shanghai.
So it's a division of the Chinese army. Is the Chinese government aware of these attacks and the existence of this group?
Well, we believe so. We know that the Chinese PLA is under the direct authority of the Communist Party of China. It's hard to believe that attacks of this scope, thousands and thousands of attacks originating from one neighborhood in Shanghai, in part of the PLA, would go without their notice. So yes, we believe that the CPC is very aware of this.
So you believe Beijing is aware of APT1 and is supporting what APT1 is doing?
Absolutely, and APT1 is one of many threat groups that we track. We track about 75 threat groups, many of which have ties to China. APT1 is probably the most prolific that we've seen lately, though.
Okay, now China has responded to your report. It has denied the hacking, and it's also questioned the validity of your report, saying that the hacking attacks are transnational and anonymous. What's your response to that?
Our response is very simple in that we've provided all the evidence here. This is something our industry needs to do more of, so Mandiant's proud to participate in this kind of information sharing. We're not issuing a one-page statement here, making some sort of baseless accusation. We're releasing 60 pages of evidence, over 3,000 technical indicators, everything from domain names to IP addresses to the actual encryption certificates that the attackers use. So we welcome the scrutiny. We'd invite other researchers to take a look at our evidence, and we think that they'll arrive to a conclusion similar to that we did, that these accusations are not at all baseless, that they're very well rooted in fact and very prudent, actually.
Beijing also said that it is a victim of cyber attacks, with most of these attacks originating in the U.S. Have you discovered that to be true?
What we know is that there are indeed cyber attacks that originate from every corner of the earth. The internet is global and crime is global. But that doesn't take away from the fact that we've got 6 years of evidence showing that a very particular type of cyber espionage originated from that one neighborhood in Shanghai and is indeed sponsored by the Chinese Communist Party. So we agree with them that cyber attacks are everywhere, but we need to keep on looking at the facts that we've laid out in this report.
Okay, cyber attacks are from everywhere, so you're not trying through this report saying that this is asymmetric warfare, basically China attacking the U.S. It's happening on both sides.
Well, no, we're saying very clearly that this is asymmetric, that China is attacking the U.S. on a scale like we've never seen before, and we think it's important to keep that in mind.
APT1, this unit, it stole hundreds of terabytes of data. You did not list the victims. Are you willing to share with us now who the victims are?
No, not at all. We think the victims are indeed victims. They've done nothing wrong, and splashing their names on the front page of a newspaper doesn't help move the dialogue ahead. We've given a lot of information about the attacker's infrastructure, and we think that's sufficient to corroborate our claims.